Hi, I'm Teri, Kilo Oscar 4 Whiskey Foxtrot Papa, and I'm going to share something different today. I recently acquired a N3ZN single lever paddle. I added it to my shack because I needed a high quality paddle to further my skills by running faster on the air. Now, I'm not going to do that in general. I will stick with around 20 words per minute when I'm on the air in rag chews or just calling CQ, doing POTA, because that's a good medium speed to accommodate most operators. However, to push my skills, I'm going at 30 words per minute right now with my sweetheart and OM Glenn, and I need to push my skills past that. But I needed a good paddle for that. Now that I have this paddle in the shack, I'm learning how to use it. I'm improving my fist with it, and it has a very different feel than my other keys. One of the things that I discovered in the O-mic net, the O-mic CW net, is I need more work transitioning between a mechanical key and the paddle. I use my cootie the most. It's the key that's my favorite, and it just seems to be the easiest for me to use. And in that net, I generally use the paddle when I'm calling CQ or I'm having exchanges with most operators. But if I encounter somebody who is slower, closer to 12 or 14 words per minute, then I tend to move to the cootie because it's easier for me to accommodate their speed. I also think it's easier for them to hear me. And in this last net, when I did that as net control station and I moved back to the paddle, again, I haven't done this enough. I completely forgot, and I needed to be more sensitive, more careful in my movements, and instead I was more heavy-handed, more assertive, and as a result, I was making characters that I don't even think are really characters. And I realized, okay, this is something you need to work on. So this past week, I've spent several sessions doing some thought sending. If you don't know what thought sending is just what it sounds like, sending from your thoughts. I don't use panagrams or prepared text because they're not really helpful beyond learning your characters to begin with. With panagrams and things like that, your mind just zones out and you're not really concentrating on what you're doing. But with thought sending, it keeps me engaged, it keeps me focused, and it also helps me practice a necessary skill for conversational CW on the air. So I did some thought sending, moving back and forth between the cootie and the paddle and the cootie and the paddle. And I still need more work with it. It's getting better, but I need more work. I was going to sit down to do a session today, and I heard a Patreon recording from Thomas, K4SWL, this morning. Thomas is going to begin working with the bug more. It's something he's always wanted to do, and he has a couple of bugs I think he got from a silent key estate, and he also has, I think, a vibraplex that he's ordered. And I thought to myself, okay, pull out your bug, and why don't you throw your bug in the mix? I don't use my bug that often, to be honest. I do have one code buddy, Gary, who I just posted one of the videos of our code buddy QSOs, and I've used my bug with him in the past. I haven't done that recently because I've been trying to focus on the paddle instead, but I thought, what the heck, pull out the bug. So in this QSO, it's not a QSO, in this practice session, I'm going between the cootie and the paddle and the bug, back and forth with thought sending. It may sound easy, but it's not, especially with that N3ZN. And I still have more work to do to try to be more, how do I describe this? Because each key has a different feel. The more you work with keys, you realize they each feel slightly different. I need to move a little bit less in my fingers and be a little bit more gentle with that paddle. And I still have work to do. You'll hear mistakes in this, especially with the letter L, which really flummoxed me for a while on the paddle. I think some of that is the higher speed work that I'm doing with Glenn. I'm doing those at 30, and then I'm getting on the air at 20. And all of this is difficult, but a great operator, and that's what I hope to be one day, ages from now, is able to change speeds, is able to change keys, is able to add Farnsworth to accommodate different levels, and it's good to try these things, to practice these things. Plus, I want to share something again to show you I make mistakes in my practice. I make mistakes because mistakes are the way forward as I push myself. I hope you enjoy this. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I need more work. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to say. My bug fizz still needs some work. I think it's copyable. It's pretty clean, but I haven't had enough work with my DAWs, and my DAWs are slightly off in their timing. So that's something I need to continue to work on. But that's the great thing about this hobby, right? There's always something to learn. There's always something we can work on and improve on. So enjoy this thought-sending exercise, and in the meantime, get on the air and keep having fun with CW.